guys, it's been about a year and I've enjoyed the road. I think I've put on about 7,500 miles so far in the first year, coming up in a few weeks. I think I'm just about 11 months in, but I chose a Harley Davidson Switchback 2015 and I wanted to go over a few things why I chose it. I'm not much of a motor vlogger. I don't really get on the road and start talking through the earpiece. I like to just focus on the road and enjoy that, tunnel vision out, and kind of keep quiet, keep thoughts to myself, but then, take those moments to kind of pull off to the side and bring you guys some information. So today I did the Roosevelt Lake route, where I took 60 over to Superior Globe, then took the 188 up to Roosevelt Lake, and so that's kind of where I'm at now. They have the campsites out here. It's amazing. It's about a good 45 minutes of just riding on the road right next to the Roosevelt Lake. You can't ask much more than waterfront road trips. So I enjoyed it, and I got through and found a few sites, and I chose this one just to kind of stop on in and bring you a few reasons why I chose the Switchback. And people like them, people don't like them, but I got my reasons and wanted to go over a few with you. So first off, the fairing. Multiple options with the fairing. Obviously there's no fairing on there, so I don't necessarily like the fairing too much for this model, for what I want right now. I know the fairing has a lot of tech, it has a lot of the music, the speakers, the radio, the entertainment console that comes with it, but I just kind of wanted to have the open handlebar look. So I like this. It has the quick detach option where I can use the windshield. I can add a batwing fairing. I can add or I can just go open on it. So obviously that's what I chose, is the open bars. So I like being able to see the road right now. That might change. We'll see how it goes. I know the wind hits you pretty hard. It is what it is. I enjoy the wind therapy right now, so I'm enjoying that. If I want to change it up, I can put on a clear windshield. So you got the windshield, you got the fairing, and then you got the batwing fairing, and then you got open handlebars. And I like having the open handlebars, and I like the options if I want to change my mind later. Second reason is I enjoy the larger tank. It's got that 4.5 tank, and I can put some miles on it without having to stop every 100 miles or whatnot, with the smaller 3.5 tank. So I get roughly about 39 miles per the gallon, and that gives me about 175 miles to the tank. And so I can get city to city, and it does a great job without having to worry about going too far. And actually, cut pretty close a couple times, so I gotta remember to fill it up every now and then. See, the biggest thing is the 103 engine, 6-speed trainee. Same engine as the Road King for this year, but they put it on a Dyna frame, and the torque behind it gets up and moves. I'm not a biker. This isn't something that I've grown up in. I've only been riding for about a year, so I can't go in on can't share the technical aspects of the engine, but I do know that I enjoy the agility of having that lighter frame with the Road King, with the touring engine on it, with the 103, the 6-speed. So I usually like to cruise around about the 5th speed. I kind of want to just unwind a little bit. The 6-speed is good, but 5th speed kind of gives me that throttle control. When I kind of back off it a little bit, it'll reduce the speed pretty quick. And so I do like the 5th speed, and having that 6-speed is nice. It has a great feel to it. So with the Dyna frame, you get a lot of that touring concept, the touring package, but on a Dyna frame. So it's a lot lighter. Road Kings are 900 plus pounds. Switchback's about 700, and I can scoot around pretty quick. So the agility, the turns. I'm new to this, so I'm still learning some of still getting comfortable on the motorcycle, and having something that is a little lighter just felt a little bit it felt less overwhelming. And I do eventually look forward to the time when I can get into that Road King, but for right now it has a little lighter agility, and I'm growing to like it. The bags are optional. You know, those things can come off and they can go back on, and it's, I will say, my preference. They're a little on the small side. I mean, you can get a day 2 trip maybe at the most. It is nice for, you know, around town or day trips, being able to throw some stuff in there. Obviously, I got my camera in there, iPad, and some water. When it comes to that option, that's going to be another video. You got some traffic going on, so. But that'd be another video. I'll talk about the different features and bags, take them off, and see what you guys think. But for me personally, I like having the bags. They're great. I can't put a lot in there. That touring package is obviously going to have a lot more. This is a new thing that they were doing in 2015 with the smaller bags. It's a Dyna. Typically with Dynas, you have the soft leather bags. Great, cool look. Definitely an old school look. But this kind of changed the industry just a little bit. I don't know if the industry was ready for the smaller hard bags, but they are detachable and it turns right into a cruiser. So that has options. The 5-spoke wheel. That wheel is probably the reason why what turned my head to it. I love the cast aluminum 5-spoke. It favors that the old school, you know, muscle car, hot rod look. Thoroughly enjoy it. I haven't seen any other quite like it. I mean, everything these days are, you know, chrome wheels and you got the bling bling in there. Me personally, I like having that muscle car look. Just looks aggressive and kind of fits me a little bit better. So I like it. One thing about not having the fairing is I can disconnect from the tech. Being that this is my first year, I just wanted to unplug. I wanted to get away from the noise, get away from the phones, get away from the tech, the music, the constant communication. Music's great. I listen to it all day, every day. But when I get on the bike, I want to zone out. I don't want it. I don't need it. I really enjoy being able just to unplug from the matrix and get on the road and enjoy the highway, enjoy the road, enjoy nature. I love getting out and connecting with where it is that I'm riding, seeing the hills, seeing the water. You'll see the video for this trip. I'm out here at Lake Roosevelt and it is amazing. I don't need the music and I enjoy the wind. I can smell the air and it just really puts me at ease. So I like to just unplug and I like the quiet outside of the wind noise and obviously the pipes. So pipes and wind noise, the other cars, it connects me a little bit better to my surroundings. So I really enjoy that. And so that's my thought. I wanted to learn it a little bit more, connect, and just be simple about it. Eventually, if I feel like I need it, I can always add it on. So right now it's just a stripped down version and I'm enjoying it. Why did I choose a bagger, a switchback versus a Sportster for my first bike? The ride. Sportsters, they're great bikes. They're light, you know, they get down to about 500 pounds, but you kind of sit on top of the bike. You know, it's a taller reach. With this, I was able to sit down into it. The touring frame, the Dyna frame, the touring frame, you're sitting in the bike, you know, with it kind of wrapping around you instead of on top of the bike. It's just the way that the frames sit just a little differently. I felt like I would have had more. I felt like I had more control over the bike, and my feet can touch the ground, you know, a little quicker. So I'm 5'10". We'll just keep it at 5'10", and I like the ability to, you know, go into neutral, put my feet on the ground, and be comfortable with that. You know, the balance is perfect, and I really enjoy it. There's some specs with the road height, the seat height, and I don't want to get into that, but I just wanted to say the difference between a bagger and a Sportster. I knew that if I was going to get the Sportster, that eventually I was going into the bagger anyway. So this was a good compromise, that entry-level bagger feel, and it rides amazing. It's It's aggressive, it's mean, and I enjoy it. So when I first started looking at bikes, I really fell in love with the Road Kings. I love the way they look. The obviously the open bars, without the fairing there. I can do another. I can add a windshield if needed. Has obviously the switchback has that same presentation in the front as the Road King, just a little bit more condensed, smaller. But I really enjoy that. Road Kings were just a little bit too heavy for me to start out with. Eventually, I'll probably get into it. Well, we'll see. I'm enjoying what I'm riding right now, and if that time changes, then I can. But with enjoying the aesthetics of the Road King, switchback was a great compromise. Thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to many more miles on it. So that's my thought. That's my preferences. Why I chose a Harley Davidson switchback. Some people love it. Some people are like, "What are you doing?" And for me personally, I'm a fan. So you can always go bigger, but I think it's fun. I drive a truck, and I like to just kind of condense it every now and then. Getting on the bike and just being able to scoot around town, being able to take the windshield, off, the bags off. It turns into a cruiser, and it's lightweight. It takes the corners, but yet you have the 103 engine on there. The torque on it, it picks up and moves. So I'm really happy with it. Been able to scoot around town. I can hit the road. I can go, city to city to city as the gas tank, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I wanted to say a few things. I've heard some reviews online about why a switchback, and I guess I disagree with a lot of the reviews out there. I think it's a great ride, and it's a great concept. I do think that the concept may have been a little bit too soon for when they came out with it. Back in the 2015, a lot of that was kind of the chopper era. So that was was a whole different industry. So I do think that they created something great, a great platform. I'm not a mechanic by no means, but then it has a twin cam engine. Eventually, obviously, the M8s came out, then you got your lowrider S's, and I think that some of the benefits from this bike, they discontinued in 2016, but then they went into the lowrider S. So I think they took some of these features from the switchback and put them into the lowrider S. So, but that's my thoughts, and I'm gonna get back on the road. Enjoy this weather. I think it's about 85, 90 right now, and I'm just soaking it up. So anyways, have a great day, and you'll be hearing from me soon.